Hey, hello, how you doing? My name is Tehja Avanni, and today is just a very quick, simple, and easy video. I don't want to spend too much time because I've been releasing very long videos lately. So this video, I will be making my aesthetically pleasing Y2K work table. So if you would like to see how I did that, please keep on watching until the end of this video. So this is a table that I'm using. I bought it, I believe, from Academy Sports, and it was about like $40, $60, something like that. And it's about 5 feet long and about I think 24 inches or 30 inches wide. It's a really good table. So we'll just be using this as our base. So these are the two papers I'll be using to actually decorate the table. I'm using this inkjet vinyl sticker paper and this self-laminating clear kind of paper-esque type of situation. And so we'll use these. I'm using the sticker paper to actually stick onto the table, and then the self-laminating paper to act as a cover or like a varnish over the stickers so that the ink doesn't rub off onto stuff that I put on the table. So this is my laptop, and I'm showing you this is all the images that I'm using. If they're not my own images, I got them off of Pinterest and a little bit off of Instagram as well. I just made sure they kind of follow the theme and that they were mostly pink toned or cool toned because that was the vibe I was going for. And then I downloaded them, and then loaded them onto my Illustrator documents of like different pages. And then here I'm showing you the difference between printing on inkjet paper and laser paper when using the inkjet paper, like sticker paper that I'm using, that the inkjet is a lot more vibrant than the laser. Because with the company that I'm using, the laser version of their sticker paper is clear, and so it needs to be on a white background in order for it to be vibrant. And I don't like that. I need a white background because I'm using a lot of pinks and vibrant colors. So now I'm loading the paper into my inkjet paper, the actual print side down, and then I'm just printing the images onto the paper. So I'm showing you just a few pages being printed out, or else this video will be super long and super boring. But I believe I printed out at least 50 pages worth of images. Now I do have quite a few images left, but I think around 40 pages was enough to cover the whole table, like 45. So these are the images, and they looking real nice and real aesthetically pleasing, just the way I like it. And so now I'm going to laminate the sheets. So I'm just taking the backing off of the clear laminating sheet and then putting it right on top of the paper. Really easy, making sure that there's no bubbles. And then I'm using a card, like a membership card, to then just make sure all the bubbles and the air is out and everything is sticking onto the laminating sheet. And that's pretty much it. And luckily the laminating sheets are bigger than like regular legal size paper, so it's a little bit easier to make sure that everything is covered with the clear sticker paper onto the sticker sheet. So I do that for all the pages, so I'll quickly run through that, and then I'm going to cut all the images out. So these are the majority of the sticker sheets now fully laminated and ready to be cut out. So now I'm cutting out all the images, and this definitely took a while and it made my fingers sore because the sticker paper is a lot more harder to cut through because of how thicker it is because of the laminating sheet on top. So make sure you like pop in a movie or something. I have music going to just pass the time a little bit easier, but you're gonna be here for a while just cutting out all the images and making sure that they're all like cut out really nicely, because I try to make sure that there's like no white borders as much as possible, because that will like aggravate me and like get on my nerves as I see it, because I'm going for this like collage look, so the white borders will eliminate that collage feel to me. Oh, okay. After I cut out all of the images, I separated the images in the amount of how much I like the images. So I think the most like voluminous pile is all the photos like I love and it has to be on the table. The middle one is pretty much the photos that I like, but like I don't have to have them on the table. And then the other two are more like filler photos that, oh, okay, those are cute to have on the table, but I don't have to have them on the table. But I do want to like really reiterate that I made sure like all the photos that I picked that I really enjoyed seeing, that it sparked either joy or inspiration to me. Nothing that would make me insecure or like kind of like instate beauty standards or try to impress beauty standards onto me or anything like that. Like none of that. I did none of that. I made sure that I was really joyous and happy with the photos I had, because this is going to be stuff I'm going to be looking at for a very long time. So I also printed out some like spatial kind of bigger images to kind of fill up the wide spaces. Now I'm like spreading out all of my photos onto the table, and I'm starting to figure out where to place all of the photos. However, what I should have done, which I do later, is that I put all the like printouts that I had of the kind of bigger images that were kind of like wallpaper-esque, phone wallpaper-esque images down first, and then put the images on top, just to make sure that there's none of the table peeking through the photos or anything like that, because like I said, I want it to be just like a full collage and it to look like as collagey and kind of like colorful as possible. But I do that later, so do as I say, not as I do. But I'm just kind of figuring out the placement of all the photos, and then later I start to just peel off the backing of the sticker part of the photos and then just paste them onto the table, and I will show you that right now. So I pretty much planned out where all the photos I wanted like them to go and to kind of like move story wise, I guess. It just made sense. Wherever the photos made sense, I put them. And so that's what it's looking like right now. Not all the photos are there, but that's the idea. So what I did, because I knew, oh crap, like I needed to put the bigger photos down first, before I put the smaller photos down, that I took photos of the layout so I had a reference photo to follow. And then now I'm taking those spatial kind of, I like to call them spatial photos, because they kind of cover the spaces, the blank spaces of where the table would have peeked through if they weren't there. So now what I'm doing is removing the photos from that area, and then I'm going to stick down the bigger photos down. I have a little Juicy Couture print because that's mad cute and it gives me, you know, the vibes I need. And I'm just peeling off the back and sticking it down. Really, really easy. So that's pretty much how I do the table. It's just peeling the back off of stuff and just laying it down. And so once I lay that big photo down, then I'm going to stick the smaller photos on top. And I also made sure that this photo was very flush to the fold of the table, pretty much, just to make sure that I can actually fold it back if I needed to. Or usually I'm trying to fold it in and out. The table's been up for a long time, but eventually I want to put it away because I like to have my rooms transformable. So now, yeah, I'm just putting the smaller photos down on top of that bigger photo. And as you see, like that little bit of space right there, that like, okay, now some of the Juicy Couture print is peeking through. Also, you see that that's hot photo. Yeah, and also the little flip phone. Yeah, I tried to put like the edges over the ridge or the bend or the edge of the table. It wasn't working. Now I struggle with it. I try to cut it flush to the table and it's not working because it just continues to like stick up. And it's very annoying, and I know fabric's going to catch on it. So eventually I'll put some duct tape on the edge of the table to really make it really pretty, like some sparkle duct tape. But now, as you see, I put down a couple more bigger space covering photos, and then I'm putting the smaller photos on top. So that's pretty much the repeat of what I do on this side. On the other side, I actually do it the correct way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just be doing that for the rest of the video. So I'll just let music play while you see me working on my video, on my table and all of that good stuff. And then I'll see you at the end of the video. Here I do have to say that I do end up having to cut some of the bigger photos, the like space covering photos down to size, just to make sure that it fits the table properly. Don't be afraid to do that, you know, just to make sure that it just looks aesthetically pleasing as possible. I also use some like misprint pages of the sticker paper and laminate it, and also put that down too, just to not like waste any paper as well, because I have images on it, so that will also help to kind of cover the space and just make sure that there's no blank areas. Okay, so here I took everything off of the table and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it right this time. So here I'm going to take all the bigger photos, the space covering photos, and laminate them first with the self-laminating sheets, and then put them all across the table first. Cut them to size if I need to, and then go in, figure out where all of the images need to go from my reference photo, and then put them all down. So this is the final result of the table, and it literally came out way better than I expected it to come out. Like, I'm so happy with just everything that I put on the table. I'm happy with the way it came out. I'm happy with the method that I used for it. Like, just everything just looks so freaking great, and like every time I look at the table, like, I'm just happy, and that's exactly what I was going for. You know, I have some inspirational people to me on my table, you know, people that could just really inspire me to keep going, and I love it. I love it. It's so me. And, you know, I really am working on just making things more aesthetically pleasing for me, because it does bring me joy. Like having a beautiful environment brings me joy. So that's how I made my work table that you will see in future videos. And I think you already saw like sneak peeks of it, of the bedazzling my first corset video as well. And so yeah, you'll be seeing this a lot more. And it was done, I think, in total $70 with the table. So without the table, if you already have the folding table, then it's literally like $25. And so that's really cool. And I'm just happy about it. So that is it for this video. I know you didn't see my face, but you will see my face very soon. I just want to get this video up since it's a very quick, easy DIY and all of that good stuff. So let me know down below if you plan to make this table for yourself for whatever occasion, whether it's a work table for like crafting or sewing, or for home decor, or whatever you want to use it for. So just let me know down below if you're planning to make one and what you're going to do it for, and just any other DIY ideas that you'd like me to do, and if you like these style of videos when I just do a straight voiceover. So anyway, as always, lovelies, thank you for watching my video, and please love yourself, and I will see you next video. Mwah!